Bobo Sway. I was supposed to be hosting Bobo Sway on Facebook, but unfortunately things didn't happen the right way because I think I also didn't go through the checking. I just assumed that everything is bright and right and relevant. And you know, unfortunately, Miguel, you must just relax. But we are out here. We decided to shift the whole vibe to the Instagram live. So Bobo is actually here. We're having a whole interview with Bobo. And if you want to know more about Bobo, make sure that you tune in. And don't worry, I'm definitely going to save this so that you can definitely check it out. But without wasting no time, let's actually allow ourselves to be graced by the beautiful vibes. I don't know. Was I supposed to say the beautiful vibes? Oh, but anyway, let us do this. Hey, hey, hey. Clearly, people are out there partying. Do so responsibly while at it. Yes! We finally made it!
Grace, I'm Grace. What's up?
Welcome to the club, honey.
How you doing?
I'm very good. How are you doing?
The best, the best.
I'm jamming hard. It's Human Rights Day, baba. Like, kumnandi mfethu.
Ngiyabona lapha emuva ukuthi usemgrooveni usembhayibhini like ugcoka namazazi ebusuku nami ithi ngifake ezami yabo ukuthi nathi sibe sentweni yabo.
Young Melo, ati bro, I'm here.
What's up, bro?
Alive, my brother. It's a human rights night on a special night tease, and we're hosting the one and only, the motivational speaker, the rap artist, the everything that we need to know. The reason why we actually out here doing the most, bro. Like literally, we had to move the whole Facebook Live thing to the Instagram Live. So we live, guys.
I think it's because you've created the force to it to be on Instagram, so it can't just jump to Facebook all of a sudden. Like, can't
you know what I'm saying? You were supposed to adhere to the rules, but I see you. I see you non-conforming. I see you're a bit of a problem. But anyway, you're an Aries. I understand.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I am.
Bruh. And as much as I would like to brag about that, I would need to relax and humble myself, you know.
Yeah.
There are those who just don't know who Bobo is and what they're about. And they don't even know about the blog, probably. And they just happen to find this, like how relevant this is. Who's Bobo and what is Bobo really about? Bobo_Sway. That's who we're hosting.
Yeah, this is the hoodie. Let me actually take off these shades because now I'm trying to feel like. So, Bobo Sway goes by the name of Sponseni Ngoba Ncube, born on the 1st of April 1997. I'm an Aries according to these star signs. I'm an artist, a rapper, a motivational speaker, hustlepreneur. I want to say entrepreneur, but yeah, let's say entrepreneur, you know. And I'm just a guy who does what he does best, which is living.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to look for your music here, but it's not on YouTube. Which platform is the one?
It is on YouTube. Yo, let's actually highlight everyone here firstly.
Yes.
What's up, Young Melo? What's up, Lungelo? What's up, Grafas, my dog? And Onke, what's up, bro? What's cutting? How you guys doing? YouTube, Spotify, you know.
Okay, let's try. Hey, bro, what's wrong, dude? I just want to play Rookie. Come on, guys. What's wrong? Okay, specifically, type YouTube, type in.
Say Bobo Sway and then say rookie season, because when you go there it's gonna show Sway. Listen, say Bobo Sway with the Y, then it should ask you, did you mean to say with the E? Then you're gonna go to the one with the Y. Then it's gonna take you directly to my channel.
Issue. Did you hear? To his channel. You better know. After here is to his channel. You know?
What's up, bro? You good? How you doing? So You
Uh,
know, bro,
but anyway,
2190, dog, 2190, dog, 2190. Are you winning that side?
you guys, aye. 2190. Okay, I'll think
Yeah,
ballet 2190. Mhlawumbe I'll see something, you know what I'm saying? Issue! Man got to type out 2190 kwavela yonke into. Issue!
really?
So, guys, let me give you a bit of an advice. If you come through to YouTube and wonder how to get Mr. Bobo Sway on YouTube, and you're trying to go about and YouTube is not responding, 2190 is the finest number to find Mr. 2190. We definitely on. Let's talk about that as well. Like, there's a lot to actually talk about.
Yeah, yeah. So I did my introduction. Let's
Mm,
go on with
yeah,
this.
definitely. The 2190 thing, like, asikhulume ngaleyo code, bruh. Like, I feel like it means there's some significance behind that. So tell us more about that, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, so 2190 is the south of Johannesburg. It's the area code. Area code for anyone else that's out of South Africa, it's basically the zip code. So 2190, there's the nice side of 2190, and then there's like the trap side of it or the hood side. And you know,
You
with that,
are right?
yeah, but not in a bad way. But basically, it's because of the history behind our neighborhoods. Like our neighborhood from Turffontein, and I say our neighborhood because this is the assumption of it, from Turffontein probably right up to City Deep, you know, people classify it as one area. And that's not the case because there's different area codes, but 2190 is a specific code where I'm from, and I rep it because of I rep the street culture. If you listen to Rookie Season, okay, let's not take Rookie Season like me. I'm a street person. I'm a street guy. Do you know what I'm saying? So 2190 is just a bunch of collectives that have decided to take this movement to the industry level. It's the zip code. So shout out to Stilo Makolite for holding it down. People like Young Swiss that have mentioned them in their songs prior so that people know what's happening. Otherwise, people would have never known what is happening about 2190. Flame, bro, they don't know.
Bruce underscore SA is coming with the full heat, bruh. 2190 South Capital. Yo,
It's so,
bro.
so
We
funny
on
that,
taking my
that fruiter's name is Flame raising up the heat. So the first F is Flame raising up the heat.
it's out here, bruh. It's out here. Like, you know what? The whole cycle, it's full on. It's a power cycle. I can already feel it from where I am, bro. Like, that's just how hectic it is. Hectic.
Yeah.
Moving right also along. Let's talk about your nominations, bruh. You are nominated for the 011 Awards. Let's talk about that, bro. Like something that we don't know, maybe you would put us on the loop. Like, why are we voting so much like this? Like, what's happening, bro? Tell us more about that season.
So, Rookie Season being my first mixtape, I always had aspirations of that. Like, if we can get nominated for the awards, not only will it bring validation, and it's not that I'm seeking validation, but not only would it bring like recognition or validation to myself, but the gang behind it, you know? So this is like my first mixtape. I've done music for like 8, 9, 10 years, and this is my first mixtape that I've put out. So it means so much to me because you and I know behind the scenes the work that we had to do. But for those that want to know on the scenes, what's cutting is that it was just a matter of us taking a risk and taking a shot. So I'm more surprised that it actually happened to like, yo, you know, this, that, and the third, if you know what I'm saying.
And also, it happening on the digital world. It seems like now this is how we living. You know.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
We the superstars of the culture, of the internet
saying?
culture. It was said by this guy. He's also from South, Litabo Acid. He's part of Treehouse. So Litabo Acid said like on Facebook or your social media, that's where it's actually happening before you go into the mainstream.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it is, bro. Thank you so much. I mean, like, also, as we saw you, bro. you also entered a competition, the Blueprint. You know, Studio SA is hosting a competition which is now closed. So if you
Hey,
know about it now, unfortunately, guys, it's just off. But Mr. Here and Mrs. Here are part of the game. So
yes,
let's talk
sir.
about your experience, bro. Let's talk about your experience. How what actually led you to that? How did you actually come across that, and what actually convinced you to actually go for it either way?
I think
I'll tell you
Blueprint.
about my experience after.
Okay, that's a deal.
Yeah.
So I think Blueprint, they always host these challenges. See, like every year they host these challenges, right? And this year it was another 30-second challenge, and they released like 3 beats. So it was Afro trap, Amapiano, and hip hop trap.
Yeah.
So when I came across that on Twitter, I was like, because like I've done pushing for rookie season, you know what I'm saying? Everything rookie season is not just a mixtape. It's like, excuse me, it's like the whole hustle behind it, the whole body of work, the whole push. Like I'm eager to get in because I'm a rookie like that. A lot of people want to be on some like you on legendary states. I'm like, nah, bro, I still have a lot to learn. So when I saw that, it was like, okay, this is probably like my first step that I can do in. You know what I'm saying? Like DJ City Lights has worked with MT. He's worked with Java. He's worked with people in the industry. So this is the industry that we're aspiring to go into. And he's hosting the competition for Blueprint Studio. So I'm like, okay, bet. Download the beat. I listen to it. I'm like, I'm definitely jumping on the first one. I vibe a bit, I vibe a bit, I vibe a bit. And then like, I just did it, like I recorded it and then I shot a video in the kitchen, typed out the lyrics, whatever, sent it through on, on Twitter. And, you know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know that he's a busy guy. So for him to say that we're going through a lot of talent, and I also got to see the talent that he retweeted, and you see what he said was crazy is that even the talent that might have not been put on, there's a lot of talent. So I was like, yo, this game that we're going into, instead of us being intimidated, let us actually be inspired and excited because this person started following me. I started following this person. I started looking at this person's move. This person started looking at my move. It's a whole new culture that I create instead of like a list of 1 to 10. And just because number 1 got it, it doesn't mean that the rest of the 9 plus the other people that didn't get in are worthless. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So that was how I felt. Like my experience with the fact, even if I got just a retweet so that I could tell the gang that I'm repping for back home, home is 2018. They know that, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? 2018, 2190, that, oh, okay, a guy in the industry is looking at you. What are you about?
Legendary, bruh. Legendary. How does it already make you feel when somebody tells you that like your efforts are legendary, even when you feel like you're at your startup stage and already you're getting these type of comments? Like, how does that make you feel? Because even now, I must really admit that this is quite powerful to me as I receive it right now, because it's almost like this is an archive of nothing but greatness, and seeing it seeding from the beginning and it growing, like, oh my God, guys, I just want to say thank you so much, God. This is how it goes. So tell me about that, like clearly that whole legendary part. Tell us more about how does that really make you feel? How do you receive it? Like, oh my God, this is so amazing.
It's a 720 achievement. It's not only a 360 achievement, but it's 2 circles. So like I ran the lap twice. You need to understand being a black guy or just being an African person at this time. As much as it's to your advantage, there's also cons to it. So when you finally like when you have small breakthroughs, you know what I'm saying? Like even if I haven't gotten that big industry cosign or that big whatever put on, it's like I'm appreciative of where I started because where I started, me, myself personally, I started from street raps. Like, we legit went to the corners and we were freestyling, dissing each other, rapping about life, rapping about the 290, rapping about aspirations. To now it's like, okay, guys, we know we want to hustle, but where can we take this? And immediately there's people that are already on Facebook, there's people that are already on Twitter, there's people that are already on Instagram that we could have been like, you guys are from the hood, you are not from the hood. This is what we're pushing, please support us. So when that rope is finally thrown back, it's like, okay, bet, we actually working now, you know? Like, from an indie perspective, I'm actually working. Instead of like complaining. I hate complaining because I used to complain. Now I hate complaining. Kalak sees, you know what I'm saying? So it's a bit better now, you know? It's still a grind, but it's way better because they were street raps. These are street raps.
That's for sure, bruh. And also, like, what inspires this drive that you actually have? Like, this mood of going on and on. Like, what is it? What's that? What is it that you use? What is it that you focus on mainly that drives you this much?
It's hip hop. Hip hop has always had that influence on me. I don't want to say I was lazy. I just didn't realize my potential as a young guy. Like, I used to like really put limitations on myself because I didn't think really that far or that abroad. And then when I started like changing environments, Salty, don't kill my vibe, yo. When I started like changing environments, I started.
Oh, hectic. Hectic. As we're about to actually enjoy the fruits of it all. Oh, hectic. Oh, hectic. Oh, hectic. I'm not so happy about this one, but unfortunately we kind of like lost Mr. Sway. And that was a very beautiful call. That was a very grand call. It was amazing. We were talking, we were chatting about a lot, and we're about to actually unfold even much more. But it is what it is. Hey, it is what it is. And right about now, I was playing Bobo Sway's Black Diamond music video, which is a very lovely track. So nostalgic, you know, so amazing. Like, it's quite tender, you know. It's, oh my God, I really love it. I love the deliverance. Everything is just like so amazing. But yeah. Oh, he's actually back. Technical difficulties. Oh, he's actually back. Thank God. I almost was losing hope because I heard something about Queen of Content. Hi, DJ Cooks. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. I can see that you sent me a request. Please be on a lookout. I'm going to allow you to come in later on the show if Bobo still joins, you know. And yeah, I'm going to allow you to come through and talk about the vibes. It's Human Rights Day. We are definitely celebrating human rights. Everything is happening today and everybody's out there doing the most. Alright, let me just do the invite. Yeah, everybody's out there doing the most. And how are you enjoying your human rights? You can also comment below, and if you have any questions that you would like to ask tonight, do so. Exactly. And oh yes, he is. I lost hope there. I was like, oh my God, we just lost him, guys. Yeah.
But don't ever lose hope. Sungalashi Tembaga MT. That's the new song. Nah, it was just a technical difficulty. We can still like push it.
Hectic, and we are so proud. Thank you so much, God, that you actually are out and alive. That's the thing. You see what just happened right now.
Let me pick up where I got off. You know, so you asked the energy, right? Where do I get this drive from? It's hip hop, like I was saying, and like I'm the only kid. You know what I'm saying? At home, I don't have brothers, I don't have sisters, so when I look to my side, it's like I'm getting this for me and the people that is gonna come after me. You know what I'm saying? So I never had that cousin or that brother that I could phone 20 randi or it was either my dad or my mom, or I had to like really go on the hustle. So that's where this it's not. I don't want to call it arrogance, but this attitude. Because if I don't get it for myself, who will? Like, who will actually in my situation?
Definitely. And right now I am listening to your song Black Diamond. It's quite nostalgic, like, you know, ish, bruh. I feel like if I were to be somewhere else, I would literally, you know, remember home through this track. Like, wow, it's such an amazing track. Tell us more about that. Like, what inspired you throughout the make of that Black Diamond?
Yeah, yeah. So Black Diamond freestyle, right? Because of
Yeah.
what was happening in my life around 2018 to 2019. So we recorded this freestyle. My brother Dane, the beat maker, and I, we recorded it at his studio, and it was just like just how I was feeling in the motion, you know, like I could spit bars and whatever you want to call it, but I was trying to really bring you into my world, how I felt at this moment. Like, yo, this baby that I just started, I want to take it to like a empire state of level. And then the second part of the song, it's like the transition was basically how I organized it. I basically detailed it and how I organized it and what my goal was. But instead of like my focused or concentrated goal, I got more than what I actually aspired for. You know, it took me to what I actually really wanted.
Right. And also, ooh, I'm fruit king fruit for real. Is it what for real under what?
Flame raising
SA,
up.
I'm your brother, my brother. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you so much for tuning in. This is a
That's my
vibe.
my OG. That's my OG. That's my hood hero. He's the first guy that recorded my first song. Like my first song that I released via data file host. That song in like 24 hours, we got like 1,200 and something downloads in like 24 hours. You know, so that made me like, oh snap, this is possible, you know. But this was like when I was way back, I was still a young nigga. I was like 16, if not 17 at the time. I still went by my previous Manakwa, you know. So everything that's happening now with rookie season, I'm introducing Bobo.
Right. I ngiyakubona, bro. And also, bengithi ngizokubuza something. Oh yeah. Yeah, actually bengifuna ukukubeka on a spotlight. Yeah. Yeah. Since you saying ukuthi is it for real what? Ngicela usho the
Flame, umlilo, flame raising up the heat. Flame raising up the heat.
yes. Okay, Flame raising up the heat between him and Udane. Who's the one producer that you'd actually go for?
Don't do that to me.
Yambaba, Yambaba. Yes, Yambaba. This is where I like it. This is where I get to eat.
Yo, Flame, man. Yo, Flame, man. You know I rock with you, bro. Dane, bro. You know I rock with you. That's the answer. That's the answer. I rock with Flame. I rock with Dane. They two different people, you know. It's ish. Nah,
Yabo,
man.
yabo.
Like yo. Okay,
Can you want to like, yeah, boy. This is what we here for. Definitely. This is what I like. This is what I like. Got to be tough up in the. May all your work reach the right ears and hands to the both of you. Oh, thank you so much, Cindy Mabuso. That's such a beautiful message coming all the way from you, darling. Thank you so much.
Yo, Flame, bro. I love you, my nigga. I love you, bro. But I think it's with Dane. Let me tell you why. I was not really there when Flame started. Do you know what I'm saying? I got to meet him in his progress while he was making waves in the hood. So Dane, I met him along the journey, and now we like really finding each other. So with Flame, Man, Flame is an OG, bro. Like you need that flame stamp. You need that flame raising up the heat stamp to be like you in a 2190 position. You know, so coming up with Dane like that, I got to see his transition, you know. So yeah. No hard feelings,
So
bro. We all good, man. Flame, we finna be Rastas tomorrow. I'm finna slide through if you're available, bro. Come on.
we both got mad love for you. Guys, also producer, please produce some mad love for me too. You know, I'm just saying. On to the next question. Tell us more about the My Music Live. What was happening on that transition?
I just wanted to like, you know, submit to perform on that platform because it's a platform for the 011 recipients, the nominations.
Oh
They
yeah.
can perform live, you know. So basically, where the game is going, I've done my street moves, but if I can show it in like a more professional setting, I think
I
that's
love
gonna be
it.
tough for me because, like, I have more eyes watching, and I need the eyes that I need to see me watching will watch. So I
How
just
does
submitted
Oh, pardon, you can finish. Are you
now. Look,
Oh yeah, since you're talking about the eyes, bro. Sometimes he has eventually when the eyes come through, umuntu uba a bit of how has that been for you, like the experience? Because some people do fear eyes, you know that. So how do you actually across that border with, you know what, I can handle this much of a crowd, you know, because eventually when people start be like, oh, pressure, now everybody's looking at me. So how do you
yeah,
function through that? I think that's also like fame, and it comes with a drag at some point. I don't know what they say. So let's actually talk about how has that transition been for you?
I'm not famous. Firstly, I'm a street
Mm,
guy. I'm just really well known in my situation. So in terms of that, you've got two options. You know, it depends firstly on your setting. You can like look at their eyes, but don't look at their eyes. You look at their heads and above their heads. But it makes the way your head is bowed down. I'm trying to look for yeah. Like if
uh,
your head is bowed down and you seeing them, like you should try and look for the head level while you're like this. But they want to see you look in their eyes. So what happened with
mm,
me is that as soon as I like my first big performance crowd, unfortunately and fortunately, it was like 6 years ago, 2015. I don't know if Cindy is still here, but I was performing in front of like the whole high school, you know, and it was like a musical performance. And before the day before that day, not that I did anything. I was listening to Puff and Pass, Yaga Brown Dash, and just vibing with life, like knowing that this is something I've always grinded for since I was in high school. So when I go outside and perform in the hood or to other hoods or to like whatever events I go to, I look at people. I prefer looking at people's eyes now because it's like you came here to see me. Unless if the situation was where I'm booked, even if I'm booked, you still came here to see me, or this is my chance to introduce who I am to you. You know, so the Bobo Sway transition has been dope because it's like I want to see people, you know, like I want to make real fans, I want to make real connections, real business moves, not based off because I missed an opportunity because they say eyes don't lie.
right. And shout out to Flame raising up the heat. Thank you so much, bro, for joining in the live. And Peno, I miss those sessions with y'all, Flame. Mwah! Oh, my brother. You need to come back all the way from Cape Town, bruh. It's happening tomorrow. Apparently, it's happening tomorrow. There's a situation
Yo,
happening.
Cindy, you know, even Cindy, you know, I'm such a person that I only
Definitely.
talk about myself for a specific time, but I'm all about the next person. I'm all about the ghetto youth. Someone like Cindy is grinding, and we come from the same high school. We got to see situations, you know, we got to see situations, and then it's like, "Ntwana usaphumelela," you know, like the other day we met in a very awkward setting. It was a funeral, but this was like 2 years ago, and she asked me something strange. She's like, "Usadaisa maswiti." Ironically, at the time, I was. you know. So it's like, imagine now if she still sees this black guy that she went to high school with from the
Yes,
21-9 to take it
grinding.
to a different level in a space of like 10, if not less than 10 years. That's what I'm about. You know, I'm like, I know what I have to do, but how do what I'm doing, how does it inspire the next person? Because that's the goal.
That's right. And shout out to you, Cindy. It was a platform for greatness, definitely. One day that 4 viewers is gonna be 4 million. Guys, keep this up. Oh, guys. Yeah, receiver. I'm a serenation all the way from Cindy Mabuza. Shout out to you, baby girl. Thank you so much. We really appreciate those wonderful words. And they are so amazing. Yazini. And we are still going in. You're still tuning into the special night tease with the Mika. It's a vibe. And definitely holding it down with Bobo underscore Sway, the
Let me
Mr.
just
Trillionaire.
something quickly. I'm with you now.
Okay, yeah, most definitely. We are with the Mr. Trillionaire who just released, who didn't just release actually. He released a merchandise for Rookie. Yeah, after releasing, yeah. Ish, ngisathi ngikhuluma kakhulu vele wangena. Ngisathi
Yeah,
ngithi nje elokulawa yesikhosana kopanya yebshabona. Nazi
yeah.
izinto, bra.
So,
Kwala ngumama
so,
Thomas.
so the merch, you know, it was basically to make
You're
people.
even rocking the match. Yo, this guy is too hard, guys. Yo, I am too much. Yo.
It was basically to make people feel a part of my marathon, you know. It was basically to, like, besides the music, how can we represent you? So I decided, if I didn't want to represent myself besides the music, like if you were to see Bobo Sway, this hoodie, the first thing is like, probably
Cover
this
them.
guy, probably this guy's the entertainer, or who the F is Bobo Sway? Like, I could be some, no offense, I could be some white guy, and then they see me rocking a Bobo Sway hoodie, and they're like, okay, are you Bobo Sway? You know, so that person who's ever's going to rock that merch is gonna be like, yes, I am, or nah, it's a guy that I'm rocking.
Damn. And Bobo, Usindi Ati, she wants you to let them know about the music if it's on Apple Music so we can support.
It's on Spotify, it's on Apple Music, it's on SoundCloud, it's on YouTube, it's on YouTube Music. My music is out. I have the discs here. If you actually want to be a part of my marathon and buy the discs, I sell
Buy
them
the disc.
you know, so my music is out.
Bro, dude, like, oh my God, this is like an overall promo going in like a pop-up activation. Come on now. The match is also available. What price? How much is your sweater? I want the
Yo,
sweater too. I want a
yo,
Bobo Soy
DM
Fleek
me,
Mat 2021.
you DM me, and then we talk, because now the sizes obviously differ. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah, and the
Yeah, so
also
you DM me, you talk. But obviously, you know how we talk with the people.
okay, so don't forget to dial up the brother if you're actually on the match because I'm also on the match. So I'm definitely going to dial up the brother after this SNT. Going on and on about this interview. I don't think this interview is going to end. Probably is my 4 hours to the max with it. You know, we're counting 6 shots. But anyway, moving right along. Your highlights thus far in 2021. Let's talk more about that. Like, what has been something that happened lately this year and you felt like, you know what, ever since this thing happened, it's giving me so much hope for the future.
My mom got to meet near the bay yesterday. So wherever they were, right? And then I tweeted at her, and then she's like, your mom believes in you so much, you know, and she loves her, and you know, she loves her energy, and it just that for me, that's like, okay, someone that's so big in the, yeah, I feel like she's big. Someone that's so well known in the industry, giving me that spotlight or giving me that encouragement because my mom said I should do it. That's what makes me happy. That's
Yeah.
that's probably one of my biggest things now. Everything else was meant to happen. There's a lot, you know, but I think that one there is like, okay, you know, like I'm about to go into this industry called entertainment or this music business, and my mom is still here to witness that. So I just pray that
Oh,
God keeps her here so that she can see me flourish into greatness, and we all flourish into greatness, you know. Like, I also want to bring my mom into the game because she's got things to do, you know. I feel like she's got a dope message to say.
you know what I'm saying, bruh? Shout out to your mom, bruh. You know, like she's warm. You know, like the bomber jacket that Pano is asking for in Cindy. They're crying for our bomber jackets, bro. So you know what to do this winter.
Yeah, definitely gonna do bomber. Sorry, Buffett. So I'm not really scrolling down and checking the conversations, but now I am because I really want to stay focused and keep my phone in a steady position.
I
And
don't
yeah,
worry. I also got you in that section. You don't have to worry because I'm the host. I'm the one who's strategizing, you know, in terms of, oh, now we're eating the meal, now we are drinking.
yes,
You
sir.
mustn't worry too much about it. But anyway, moving right along, I just want to know more about you. You know, like what have you learned about yourself throughout this whole experience that you are indulging in currently?
Uh, Yo, man, I'm a winner, you know. My second name is Ngoba, you know. Ngoba
Hey,
is,
hey.
you know, everyone in the world is given names, and when you like discover the power behind your name, you like live accordingly. So the person that I was back then, like, I always told myself, if there were, never mind that, you know that phrase, if you knew how to save when you were younger, probably you'd be rich now. And never mind that saying. My mind is like, if I believed in myself from the jump, from the moment I was 4 years old or 5 years old, whenever I said I wanted to do something, by
Mm,
now, by
mm,
now, do you know what I'm saying? So I believed in myself, not late, but at least during my puberty. During my puberty, I was like, okay, this is time to believe in myself because now I see what believing in yourself actually does.
do you think there's always a delay in one believing themselves?
Every time, every time. You know, if you believe in yourself, even if it happens after 10 years, the fact that you believe in yourself, it will happen. There's that phase. There's no such thing as a time phase because you know that it's going to happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if you don't believe in yourself, it's like you're doubting, you know? So with me, like for me, when I wanted to have studio equipment, you know, there was a dream that I had in my very bedroom that I'm in right now before it was even clean, before it was even renovated. I think like 7, 8 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And if I was actively pushing it, probably it could have happened in a year, 6 months, or
Right.
even like 5 years. But it took too long because of everything that is happening in the process. So now I'm so like selfish on my belief on whatever I believe. Even if I fail, it's like as long as I tried and I believe it's okay. Like, I don't want angifuni umuntu ozongitshela ukuthi hayi ntwana writing angeke izosebenza or what. No, like, why won't it? Why won't it? What's the point?
Is that also one of the maybe messages that you would like to spread out there of people believing in themselves? Like, okay, mhlambe, let me just rephrase it. Like, what would you say to one of the next generations? They struggling, probably they just found out about the world and probably in their existence they just never thought this is it, you know. And
Yeah.
they struggling about this one thing, one significant thing of literally looking at themselves and be like, you know what, I'm the shit. Talk to that person, bro. Like, literally talk to that person.
Yeah, we cursing. You are the shit. Like, you are the shit. You've always had it. You always got it. You are the shit. No one's gonna take it away from you because that's what you are. That's who you are. You know. So if you can't, if the place that you're in is not encouraging, then try change the environment. If you really can't change the location, what I mean by environment is who are you hanging around with? You know,
Mhm.
what are you seeing? What are you eating? What are you consuming? Who's the music you're listening to? You know, why why do you always have that blockage of thought like, nah, I'm not worthy? Why does it always come in? Can't you like have that I am worthy or I am dope or I deserve this, you know? And then with me, I like to work. Like, angeke ungitshele. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when I'm in my hustle mode and I'm really hustling, I don't want no one to tell me, because I'll go and scream more fire if I have to, you know? I'll go and scream ICs, or I'm selling guys, or whatever I'm doing, because I'm about that work. So if the next generation, you are the shit. You've always had it, you got it. Start now. Let's go get it.
Do you think our educational system caters more on our self-beliefs, or is it just always the matter of believing in external factors instead of believing in ourselves? Because I don't think at school they'd ever tell you, yo, bro, look at yourself within and fuck the shit.
Yeah, the thing is, this thing is all a system, you know. My mom's a teacher and I'm a rapper. I got to like I have to see it from both sides, you know. So it is a system in a sense, you know, like everything, like they putting mass things to cater for everyone, but really there might not be things that cater for them like that. Like, I'll give you an example. In high school, probably there's netball, cricket, basketball, soccer, equestrian, what else? Hockey, you know? What about other sports that aren't on there, you know? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just because maybe those sports are not mainstream doesn't mean like those kids aren't catered for. So then that's number one. Then location, like, who's the surroundings? You know, when you go to your model C.
Hey, network. Hey, not when we're having this fun. Not when we're about to have more fun. Network, no. Mustn't do this, especially when we're about to get into real topics that really affect our generations out there. People that need to hear this are more people that are coming in. You know, they need to open their minds and allow themselves to open their minds at such young ages. And Bobo Sue unfortunately has left. I'm so sorry that we just had to cut it all off just like that, but I really thank everybody who tuned in. It was a very beautiful session, not knowing if he's actually going to come back again, you know, like from the last segment to the next segment. But I'm just saying that in this platform, I will be the advocate of the truth in no matter how. In senses, we're not going to allow ourselves to be compromised in terms of, oh yeah, I give you this, and then you be like, oh yes, I take it. You know, that's not how it works. In this world, however way we need to go about, the worth is what we have, and that's what we value, what we bring into the table, not what is been given and then we just like, oh yeah, take it. That's not how it works. I believe that together we can raise up our voices and fight for this essential thing, which is the worth, you know, and literally talk it loud and very deeply within our children as well. I'm a mother, and I believe that if I practice a self-talk within myself about my worth, I'd be able to teach my child about their worth, you know. So I feel that we need to cater ourselves in more ways of not just seeing ourselves as people that can just literally give up and here's a country, and literally when it comes to the news, what are people focusing on? They're focusing on the negativity of what literally comes up, you know. So I feel that we need to strike up into that sense, and if we could all work together within that in unity to bring the worth, you know, of a person literally. And I'm so sorry about that. And yeah, thank you so much for everybody who tuned in. Okay, that was a bit dramatic. I don't know how it went, you know, the lighting just had to fall down. I don't know. But anyway, thank you so much to everybody who has been tuning in. Thank you so much for the wonderful messages everybody kept on sending through. This is really a platform of greatness, and that's the best and how far I can actually manifest. There's a lot that still is going to come from this platform. I'm very much excited about that. And in regards to all, I'm very much grateful for this whole interview because it's actually growing me from the core. I also had like my personal experiences that I was going through that had actually put me on low, but to also be above all those situations, it's all about that, you know, discussing people's worth and how we are worth, you know. Recently what I've been hearing from people is like, yeah, these days, especially if you're gonna have to give up your bums, you know. Let's talk about those things. Like literally, how crazy has our world has begun, you know? And also, there's another tricky evaluation that I've realized. We're living in this pandemic era, you know, and we know that things are not coming up, things are not just manifesting in the rightful way because literally ke a reality so, and then you oppress about who are already oppressed, obviously, and those who are woke, like enough, they'll be a little bit rescued however way. But this whole thing just because the reason being it's not nice, it's not fruitful, you know. Let's worth, it all boils down to the same thing, worth. Let's talk more about those topics, let's educate our children. Worth. And I hope you do find this worthy of your time and energy and data and everything above it all. And thank you so much for joining me, your girl Kanyisile Mamjela, also known as Kanyisa Vibe _ Roman 8 on your Instagram, currency _ on Twitter, and Kanye Mamjela on Facebook. That was me and Mr. Bobo. We didn't even finish our, you know, session. We were supposed to go even really hard. I was going to take him into the SNT, but yeah, if you actually want to be featured on our SNTs, you do not have to worry. Just DM me, and it's strictly for the people within the arts and entertainment industry. Reason being because, I mean, like, guys, like, literally, I can't care for something I don't do. What I do is within the arts and entertainment industry, so that's fully me in that, you know. So do not come here and think I'm going to discuss other aspects. No, I'm going to talk about other external aspects that are affecting my industry, you know. That's just how it is, you know. So carrying the bait from the greatness and continuing with it. My name is Kingsley Bomjele, and I really love what I'm doing. I love hosting you. Till next time, do join in. This has been lovely. This has been fun. And I really do apologize on how it actually ended. You know, it wasn't supposed to end like that, you know, but, you know, I'm going to save the session because I feel there was like a really powerful exchange of energies, exchange of words and mindsets as well, you know. And so I'm going to save this totally. And yeah, to more interviews and more handles with greatnesses, you know, and more rubbing shoulders with the greatnesses, and you know, everything up and all above from me, your girl Kanye Vibes. So guys, oh, also I manifest a sponsorship. I manifest a sponsorship. Oh my god, I need to get me paid. You know, I can't be doing what I love broke. That cannot be happening. So I manifest a sponsorship to everybody who is watching. Specifically in clarity, I am manifesting an alcohol sponsorship simply because we know that alcohol is for the jolly souls, and although we're not supposed to be held astray, is it? Yeah, going all astray into what alcohol is deceiving us to do. No, it's all about fun, positivity, and doing it responsibly, you know. So yeah, I want to be in that mental, you know, just enjoy a little bit of hint. BNG, I would love BNG, House of BNG, to sponsor me, but other open avenues are very much accepted. That was just me manifesting and very much big. For me, your girl Kanye Survive. Guys, I didn't way too much. Bye bye.